I'm Angie Zimmerman, the Flower Diva from flowerarranging101.tv, and today I'm showing you how to keep tall vases from tipping over. Tall vases are very popular to use for centerpieces. It gives a more elegant look. It gives a different look to a room. And one of the vases that has been very popular is this vase, which I call a maestro vase, but sometimes they're called tower vases, sometimes they're called Eiffel Tower vases. They may be called something different in your area, but the bottom line is it's a tall, skinny vase. It's really important that you use a vase that's tall enough so that people can see underneath it at a table. So I recommend not using anything lower than 20 inches. These happen to be 24 inches. I think that's the magic number for me. You can even go higher than this, but 24 for me is the lowest I ever want to go. So if I'm arranging flowers in this vase, that means that there's only going to be 3 or 4 stems of flowers. And typically I like to use orchids in these vases. So I'll use 3 stems of orchids with a branch of curly willow and some very small, thin blades of what's called bear grass. I'll take that entire bouquet out. I use a chenille stem, some people call them pipe cleaners, and I bind the stems to hold them in place. I then take that bouquet that I just bound and put it in a big bucket with water and preservative, and I keep everything there until I'm ready to deliver and assemble that arrangement. When I deliver, you never deliver these already assembled. They will not stay standing up. When you arrive at your site, you'll take all the components out, put some water in your vases, and then you can take those individual bouquets that you've previously assembled, take the chenille stems off, put them right into the vase, stick it in the middle of the table, and you're done. Remember though, when you leave, the same thing has to happen. You have to take those flowers out so that you can take those vases and flowers away. You cannot take them away fully assembled either. If you want something bigger, for example, this type of an arrangement can also sit on top of this skinny vase, but you have to do something to make that work. So I've created this little, what I call adapter. It's a 6-inch floral dish. These are called loamy dishes. And I used a riser that I've glued to the bottom and I cut short. This fits right inside. It's just perfect. So that now gives this floral arrangement stability. And then I would design the arrangement something similar to this in a 6-inch dish, just like the one that's already in here for the adapter. And then you put that right on top. The 6-inch dish that you just designed in will fit directly into the 6-inch dish that's part of this adapter. So again, you do this once you arrive on site. You don't try and deliver these assembled like this. If you were using a different type of a vase, like this vase, I call this a tulip vase. I've used the same type of dish. This is the 6-inch, this is a 9-inch dish. And now this fits perfectly on top of this larger mouthed vase. Again, you'll keep these separate. When you arrive on site, you'll take all your vases out of the boxes, you'll put them down on the tables, and then you'll bring all your centerpieces out and put them right on top of each of those vases, and you're done. If you want slightly different looks, you could always take this vase and turn it upside down. And this gives you a nice built-in tabletop for your floral design. So even if you wanted all tall arrangements, you can do half your vases the normal way and half your vases upside down, and you'll have a varied look. I'm Angie Zimmerman from flowerarranging101.tv, and I just showed you several ways to keep your tall vases from tipping over.